Hi everybody, this is Nancy Myrland, Myrland Marketing and Social Media. I'm a professional marketing and social media consultant, strategist, and trainer, and I spend a lot of time in LinkedIn, Twitter, and content strategy and training. And I wanted to bring an update to you today about something that is happening on LinkedIn that I think you might want to be aware of. It's become apparent that LinkedIn has, in some cases, I haven't seen everybody report this, and it hasn't happened to me until today. So this may or may not be happening to you, but I want you to be aware of it because it's impacting what you're seeing in your news feed. And that is that over here, and you can see my cursor, my mouse, up here by my photo. Let's look over here to all updates, and this is just what helps you determine what you're going to see in your news feed. We've had this for a long time. It hasn't always looked like this. LinkedIn changed it a while back so that everything isn't across the tabs at the top, and that's fine. You can always since they introduced this, we've been able to just look at our updates only in the news feed, the companies that we follow, the news that we've chosen to follow, etc. But what I want to pay attention to is this section at the top, which is top or recent. Now, as with Facebook, when Facebook decides that they want you to see just certain posts that are getting more engagement or that seem to be liked or shared by more people or that are more relevant to what Facebook thinks you want to see, which is a source of great aggravation and discussion among Facebook users. Well, something similar is happening on LinkedIn now, and that is that even if you have set this to recent, which means everything from everybody you are connected to on LinkedIn in chronological order, reverse chronological order, then what's happening is that they are defaulting back to top the next day. I've read some people who have said that it's tripping back and defaulting back to top every day in their news feed, and it's driving them crazy. I didn't even have this. I didn't even notice this was happening to me until today, so it must be happening to some of you. Now, if you don't want to see all of the updates from everybody you follow, then sure, leave it at top or set it at top and let LinkedIn serve you the news and information in your news feed that they think is most appropriate for you. If, however, you want to make sure that you see content from everyone you've chosen to follow, then make sure that you go in on a daily basis and make sure it's set to recent. And you'll notice when I set it to recent, when you look here, this is very fresh information, just posted a minute ago by Josh. And Josh, again, 2 minutes ago, a couple different things. Sonatrol of Indianapolis, that's a sponsored ad, as you can see here in your news feed. I follow Fortune, that was 3 minutes ago. So this is very fresh and recent content. When I set it to top content, then LinkedIn decides that for some reason, when this is saying congrats on the new job, that's another topic of discussion, another good way for you to stay in touch with people in some cases. Then they're just serving me, this was 50 minutes ago from Larry, and not necessarily the most current, although that's pretty current, but it's not the most current information from my connections here on LinkedIn. Carolyn, and I'm always happy to see Carolyn's content, but it was 40 minutes ago, and hopefully I will find her content if I keep scrolling down and if I spend some time here, but I'd like to make sure that I see the most recent updates first. And on days that I'm very, very busy, then maybe I'll go ahead and set it to top, as I sometimes do on Facebook, or as Facebook sometimes do, they just trip it back up to top posts as well. But what that's going to do is that if someone doesn't happen to have received a lot of likes or a lot of shares or a lot of comments, then LinkedIn may not think that's important. And that's not necessarily good because those people and their content might be important to you. You've connected with them or accepted their invitation to connect for a reason. So I just want to make sure that you're aware of that because it is something that's all of a sudden starting to get a lot of buzz. And I want to make sure that you do what you think is right for you and your newsfeed. Well, that's all for today. I'll try to keep you updated as time goes by. If you have any questions about LinkedIn or any content strategy or training matters, please don't hesitate to let me know, and I'll try to keep all of us on top of them. Well, thanks so much for stopping by. Again, this is Nancy Myrland, Myrland Marketing and Social Media. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.